Hello, everybody. This week we celebrate fathers and reflect on some of the attributes they bring. Many among us are lucky enough, as children or as fathers ourselves, to have experienced fathering and fatherhood as something far richer and more valuable than that which comes to mind if we simply consider the role as provider and protector. In this episode, we bring you anecdotes from several members of our community about a few memorable fathering moments that we have either experienced as children or experience each day as loving, caring, and nurturing fathers.
Hi everyone, this is Sylvester Witter talking to you about fatherhood and what it means to me. Fatherhood means being an active parent and also being that leader, a leader at the front and a lot of times at the back. Just watching, guiding, protecting, taking a step back and just letting your children do whatever they need to do. It also means being a caregiver, showing love and compassion. Fatherhood to me goes a lot further than that, being the encouraging force to get them over, critical obstacles and being the voice of reason and challenge and showing them how to deal with both failure and being humble about their wins. Taking what handy things my father taught me and teaching that to showing that to my kids which was a lot of handy things. He was actually known as Jamaican MacGyver, and I try to instill that in my children, is to be creative and to find new ways of doing things. My children love to laugh, and laughing helps to show them how to get over crying over spilled milk and find strength in critical thinking and solutions when they feel that they've let themselves down. Fatherhood is also about learning and sharing with mothers, making parenting a team effort to develop children to the best of the family's ability. And this is pretty much what fatherhood means to me. Thank you for your time.
Being their dad is the greatest joy of my life. It also has helped me always focus on how do I be better. Being a father makes you a better person, a better man, which shouldn't have been a big surprise.
When I think about my father, what comes to mind is a red and blue pencil, which might not sound very sentimental. But among his many other accomplishments, my father was a terrific editor. And when I was in school and when I was in college, he took the kind of editing equivalent of spare the rod and spoil the child. I'd show him a piece of work and he would make massive revisions. It wasn't always pleasant at the time, but he taught me an enormous amount about how to construct an argument. And something even more important, he wouldn't let me settle for mediocrity. He wouldn't let me turn in a second-rate piece of work. I also remember that red and blue pencil from games of Clue, where he would cover his sheet with lots of cryptic notations about what was and what wasn't happening. We played a lot of games when I was a kid, from Clue to Crokinole, and I'll tell you what, my dad didn't let us win. He was a tough competitor, but he taught us how to lose gracefully, he taught us how to win gracefully, and he taught us how always to strive for excellence and not to accept an inadequate performance or make excuses. So when I think of my dad, I think about a lot of things. But a critical one is that red and blue pencil and the way he insisted that we be the best that we could be. That's what I think of on Father's Day.
From a dad in the time of divorce, a poem for my boys. The core of my being, my reason for living. The worlds you will know provide a rich place to grow. The generation of tomorrow, live strong, absent sorrow. I will teach you all that I can. Soon you'll become a full-grown man. As strong as you get, love freely, with no regret. Decide what you want and don't ever sway. Gently and firmly move past all in your way. I love you deeply, and you'll never know, till one day, my son, you'll see your own boy grow. I will sit on your shoulder whenever you doubt. You know what I'd say. Don't make me shout. With kindness and strength, I'll give to you my love and compassion in all that I do. Be strong, my boys. Know that I care. In difficult times, I will always be there. The Father who loves you knows all about the struggles you have, thanks to the love of his dad. The circle of life, it goes around, even when dad's gone and underground.
Being a father has been the most amazing thing that has ever happened to me, and I think like a lot of other parents and fathers, I was scared getting into it because I didn't know what kind of father I would be. And after so many struggles at home with family and even with myself, I eventually realized that there's nothing more important in life than family. And if you are a father or a parent to be, then hopefully here's one piece of advice that can lend you some value to your perspective. If you're ever in a struggling moment, then I encourage you to reach out to either a family member or really just anyone that you can trust and feel safe around to speak with. Because I know from my experience that getting out into the open, anything that's on your mind, will really help you figure out the things that you're struggling with. And I also know that while it can be difficult in the beginning, it really does get easier as time goes by. I think we're all just human beings and we need to constantly communicate with others on a psychological, physical, and emotional levels to unlock new discoveries about ourselves. And I think that once we can do this, we also give ourselves the opportunity to be the best fathers that we can be as well. And at the end of the day, our children deserve it.
Hi everyone, my name is Serge. In this Father Day, I'm so happy introducing my family here. As a father, I always think about being with my children and make sure that they are happy and inspiring them to be a good person, to be a good person in their life, and also to make sure that they are working hard at school and they have fun.
Père est mon super-héros parce qu'il nous aide à être un bon enfant. Il nous achète des beaux habits. Il nous aide à travailler à l'école. Il nous aide à faire les devoirs. Et pendant le coronavirus, il nous a acheté un trampoline.